Alright, so it's gonna be the same night, different video. I got a little carried away. In the last one I mentioned I was gonna take the seat rails off and everything. You see both back seats are the back seats out, both the upper and the lower part. So getting a little carried away. Just wanted to get the carpet out. That is out. The carpet's out. That should clean up fairly nice. However, took everything out. So all the insulation stuff along the back seat. For one, it was all rolled down and everything, and seemed a little damp. So I pulled it out. It's gonna get the smell out. It wasn't bad, but we'll get any smell out or anything. So get all this cleaned up. Like I said, I'll hit all this up with a wire wheel, sandpaper. Hopefully none of it's too bad, but I'll get it scuffed up, primered up, and then eventually coated. Same thing with the area in that back corner. That one might need to be cut out or a patch panel put in there. Same thing with right along there. That section looks pretty good. Up underneath didn't look too bad, so we clean it all up, treat it, and go from there. Back here, same thing on that side. Might clean up, just clean it up, treat it. Eventually everything be coated. I'm not sure if he's gonna go the sound deadening route or just the carpet does have the little bit of padding on it, so it'll muffle some sounds. But we'll see how far we want to go. But I think I'm gonna at least clean it up, get all the rust out of here, treat it, and then coat it. I still have to remove this, so that's what I'm about to do. Like I said, I'm this far, so I'm like, I was supposed to go inside, just have a nice relaxing night after finishing that last video, but this is where it's at. So I'm gonna get this out of here, see how bad the hole is. Alright, so I removed whatever this was. Like I said, it was a thin piece of metal and some type of rubber for sealant. A little tacky on it, but that is out. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I said we'll just talk about the elephant in the room, or the hole in the floor. Yeah, so I think most of the pans, they have replacements. You cut all the way like up here. I think this might need to be replaced. Probably just tack welded in there. Might be able to cut it out. There was a 83 Elko that just popped up in the junkyard, probably about an hour north. Depending on the weather, I might make a trip up there on my day off and see if I get that piece out or not. But we'll see about that. But yeah, I think he said he already ordered or was going to order this section of the floor. I think they do it in sections, or they do the whole thing, which I don't think I want to tackle the whole thing right now. But this section, if it just goes up to like here or something, so here, cut this out, cut out along here, and then see how far up there it goes. We'll cut it out, and I'll attempt to burn some metal together or weld it, whatever happens. But I think I should be able to tackle it. I said I've done some practice on some smaller stuff, done the rocker panels on my Monte, so I think I should be able to tackle this. But other than that, like I said, I just want to sand it up or scuff it all up where you can see the rust, scuff it up, clean it up. If it needs to be cut it out, patch it, and then primer it and coat it. So I think that's the route I'll probably go. I'll check with Ravi before we do anything. It'll pretty much be the same thing I did on mine. If you've been following that long or following that far back, you saw how I did I cleaned it up, my floor was surprisingly pretty clean, no rust on it. So cleaned it up, used this brush on enamel, and then put sound deadening down, and then the carpet on top of that. So that's kind of the plan I would go with this. It's fairly inexpensive, but we'll see. I think it's looking like they might have had burgundy carpet in here at one point, but for the most part, well, nah, it was originally a white car. You can tell they obviously didn't come in here and paint this white, so it was a white car. I think it's just repainted white, so that's good. But other than that, just wanted to get the hole in the wall, or the hole in the floor, get that, get all that taken out so see just how bad it was. And there were little pieces of rusted out metal down there, but just pretty much pulled those off and threw them in the trash. So that's all for tonight. So try to keep this video somewhat short. So it'll be 2 videos tonight, just split up a little bit. One looking up under the car, and then this one obviously just pulling out all the carpet and seeing how bad the floor is. So I've sent Robbie some videos on this. Like I said, it's a collaboration, but it's his car. I just have it in my garage, so I'm doing a little bit of work to it. He's coming over to do a little bit of work to it, and we're gonna get it knocked out. So I'm still working on mine, but I like this stage. I like the tearing apart stage, seeing what's wrong with it, and trying to fix it. Mine, like I said, it's close, so just needs a few more things, and we'll get that knocked out on mine. So still working on that. Still have some plans with my Elko. Still tinkering a little bit with the PT, not too much, but like I said, winter's right around the corner, so get this knocked out. Like I said, we're shooting for about a month, so get it knocked out. If I do go up there, check out that El Camino, I'm gonna look for the gas pedal also. So if it doesn't have it up there, hit my buddy up from Colorado G Bodies, see if his parts car, his 442 parts car, still has a gas pedal or not. I told him if it did, send me a number, and I'll grab it from him. But other than that, what was I gonna say? Yeah, once this is done, I might have another Monty lined up. I think she wants a kill switch and a few other things added to hers. So I might knock that out after this, and then I still want to rewire the El Camino. So that's pretty much the big winter project on the El Camino, is get a wiring kit for that. And I told him I was gonna take a look at some of this wiring up in here, because it's pretty bad. But he said just rip it out. But I know with mine, I'm not sure what they connected the alarm system to, if there's like a kill switch in here or something, so I don't want to go rip everything out and then the car not start and we really have to rewire it. But definitely definitely will need to be rewired. I was looking at the headlight wiring and stuff, and there's not even wires for the high beams, so that's another thing. But other than that, let's see, I don't know, I'm just rambling. It's getting late. Well, it's still early. Hate it getting dark that early, but it's getting late for me. I've been up, work morning, so been up for a little bit. Yeah, so he was talking about switching the shifter out. So the shifter is weird because you pull up to go to reverse, and then I think you push down to go to drive and everything. So it's a little weird, but we'll figure it out. And then I don't know, I'm just gonna start rambling from now on. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do. See how big the hole in the floor was. We'll get a floor pan ordered up, and when that comes in, cut it out, replace it, and clean up the floor, coat it, treat it, do everything. But that's it for tonight. I promise this time, not a third video tonight. 2's enough. So clean it up a little bit and call it a night.